Alright, time to do our UFC 157 picks, and I gotta say, this is one of the, on paper at least, one of the worst looking cards I've seen in quite some time. I'm not paying people money to watch this one, that's for darn sure. I'm sorry to editorialize, but come on, we can do better than this. Alright, main event, the first women's fight in UFC history. It's for the newly created Women's Bantamweight Championship. You've got Ronda Rousey, who is like the female fighting person out there, against Liz Carmouche, who is really just being used as cannon fodder because they couldn't get Chris Cyborg, who now is going to Invicta, so forget it. That big money fight is not happening ever, apparently. We know how Ronda Rousey fights. She armbars you, and if you don't die, you tap, and if you don't tap, you just get broken really badly. Ask literally everyone she's fought before, Liz Carmouche. I don't know much about this Carmouche lady. All I know is, when Ronda Rousey fights you, bad things happen. Your elbow gets rearranged, and I think Rousey wins this fight the way Rousey wins fight, and that would be first round submission by armbar. I mean, really, what else could it be? The light heavyweight bout, which is really looks disappointing to me, that this is not the actual main fight on the card. It's playing second fiddle to a Ronda Rousey wannabe Strikeforce fight. You got Lyoto Machida taking on Dan Henderson. The winner of this fight probably lays the greatest claim to John Jones' title after he murder death kills Chael Sonnen in April. Lyoto Machida, we all know he's a counterpuncher. He's a really great striker. Dan Henderson, he's got the H-bomb. Henderson probably a better wrestler, but I was really not impressed with the way he fought against Shogun Rua back in November of 2011. And that's actually Henderson's last fight, so he's got some ring rust. Machida hasn't fought in a while either, has he? But his layoff hasn't been, that long, I believe. Actually, I have no idea who's got the longer layoff here. Sorry. But I just got a feeling Lyoto Machida's going to win this fight. He's going to win basically by doing what Machida does, which is counterpunch over and over and over. And Henderson's going to look for an early knockout, but just can't get it and eventually tire out. This fight would definitely be going to Machida if it were a 5-rounder. But even if it was a 3-rounder, I think he wins at least 2 rounds. There's an outside chance he might get Rampage Jackson like that one time, where, Henderson kind of pressed action for 2 rounds, and then, Machida just turned on the gas in the 3rd round and still lost. That could happen, but I think Machida really has an excuse to lose this fight. I have him winning by decision. Urijah Faber against Ivan Menjavir on a fight that means pretty much nothing to the division as a whole. I'm going to go with Faber just because he hasn't won in forever. And I think he's going to win, actually finish the fight. He's going to win 2nd round submission. Put him back in contention because, as we all know, the bantamweight division needs as much star power as it can get. Welterweight fight, Josh Neer against Court McGee. Nobody cares. Court McGee just because I like his name better. Josh Koscheck against Robbie Lawler. Wow. You'll see Josh Koscheck is a great technical wrestler. Robbie Lawler just lost a striking war against Kung Lee that one time. Koscheck, decision. And I guaranteed bet winner loses. That's something really crazy in the post-fight. Preliminary card, Brendan Schwab against LeVar Johnson. I actually like LeVar Johnson to win by knockout 1st round. Michael Chiesa taking on Anton Kavinin. Kavinin, decision. Dennis Bermudez versus Matt Grease. Matt Grease, decision. Sam Stout against Carlos Fodor. I'm going to go with Fodor. Decision. Preliminary card, Kenny Robertson against Brock Jardine. I'm going to go with the combination of Keith Lesnar over Kenny Robertson by decision. We got a guy named John Manley taking on a guy named Neil Magny, and really you can't vote against a guy named Manley. And apparently our curtain jerker for the night, Nishan Burrell taking on Yuri Villafort. I'm going to go with Villafort just because I can. So there you go. This is looking to be one of the worst cards in UFC history, and I'm not looking forward to this one at all. But hey, we got welterweights coming up, right? Hopefully.